There's a tenant living inside your head. They don't pay rent. They wake up before you. And their only job, their entire existence, is to stop you. Stop you from writing. Stop you from starting. Stop you from becoming the person you were meant to be. You know the voice. 5 more minutes. You're too tired. Tomorrow. The timing isn't right. And you listen. You always listen. Then one day you're 45, staring at a ceiling at 2 a.m., realizing the version of you that could have been a creator, an entrepreneur, a force only exists in your imagination now. That hurts. It should. Today, I'm going to introduce you to the enemy that caused all of this. Steven Pressfield calls it resistance. His book Do the Work is the most uncomfortably accurate book I've read in years, and I'm walking you through exactly what resistance is, how it operates, and most importantly, how to beat it. 27 years. 21 jobs. $15 a month. Asterisk asterisk, that's Pressfield's resume before his first novel got published. Let's go. Part 1. Meet your tenant. Imagine this. There's someone inside your skull. Their sole mission is to talk you out of anything that matters. They're clever. They never scream quit, because you'd fight back. They whisper. Distraction. Comfort. Excuses. A slow drip. Day after day. Year after year. Pressfield writes a line that will wreck you. Asterisk, you were supposed to be a painter. You were supposed to be an entrepreneur. You were supposed to pick up a brush, start a business, get on a stage. But you yielded to short videos and message boards. The person you were supposed to be only exists in your mind now. Asterisk. That stings because it's true for most of us. We have an aspirational self, early rising, laser-focused, relentless. But the self we actually live, controlled by resistance. And here's the twist nobody tells you. Resistance is not the absence of ability. It's the presence of fear. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. And the deep, hidden one, fear of success. Because success means change. It means leaving the cave. It means becoming a different person. Resistance uses every tool to prevent that. But here's the diagnostic gold Pressfield gives us. Resistance only shows up when you're about to do something important. Scrolling? Zero resistance. Snacking? Zero resistance. Another episode? Silence. The louder resistance screams, the more certain you can be. This is exactly what my soul needs me to do. Resistance isn't your enemy. It's your compass. Use it. Part 2. The 5 faces of resistance. Resistance is a shapeshifter. Pressfield identifies 5 faces. Every single one is designed to assassinate your future self. Face 1, fear. Most people treat fear as a stop sign. Professionals treat it as a green light. Fear points directly at what you most need to do. Amateurs feel fear and freeze. Professionals feel the exact same terror, and start anyway. The 35-year-old crisis panic you see everywhere? That's resistance in a Halloween mask. The move, acknowledge the fear, then act. The fear stays. The doing is the point. Phase 2, self-doubt. I'm not smart enough. Not talented enough. Too old. Too inexperienced. That voice is not you. That's resistance in a well-tailored suit. It disguises itself as honest self-assessment. Truth bomb. Nobody starts qualified. Writers learn to write by writing. Entrepreneurs learn to run a company by running one. Ready is a myth that arrives after you begin, not before. Phase 3, perfectionism. I'll start when conditions are perfect. When I have more time, better tools, more knowledge. Sounds noble, right? High standards. Pressfield calls it what it is, resistance in a tuxedo. Its entire job is to keep you in preparation mode forever. Because the moment you start, you might succeed. And success is unforgivable to resistance. Perfection never arrives. The people who started messy are already miles ahead. Phase 4, victimhood. Wrong background. No connections. No resources. Pressfield's own life incinerates this excuse. No electricity. No running water. 21 jobs. $15 a month. He wrote for 27 years. By victimhood logic, he should have quit and blamed the universe. He didn't. He proved that conditions matter, but action is decisive. Phase 5, distraction. The modern resistance's nuclear weapon. Smartphones. Infinite scroll. Short-form video. Red notification dots. Engineers who design these apps know more about your psychology than you do. This is not an accident. You sat down to learn a skill. 3 hours vanished into DMs and feeds. Distraction is resistance's best friend. Part 3. Become a professional. So how do you beat an enemy this sophisticated? Pressfield's answer is brutally simple. Stop being an amateur. Become a professional. Asterisk asterisk. What's the difference? Amateurs wait for inspiration. Professionals show up. Every single day. Storm or sunshine. Inspired or flat. Hungover or exhausted. They sit down and do the work. The writer types even when nothing comes. The athlete trains even when the body screams. The founder builds even when the market is brutal. This unglamorous, non-negotiable showing up, that is the only thing that has ever defeated resistance in human history. Resistance can beat you on day 1, can beat you on day 7. It might even beat you on day 30. But resistance cannot beat you on day 1000. Cannot beat a streak. Cannot beat a habit. Show up long enough and resistance surrenders. Professionals treat their craft like a job. Nobody calls in sick because they don't feel inspired. Because the paycheck disappears. Same logic for your soul work. Not do I feel like it? Just do I show up? Professionals have 4 deeper traits. They accept fear. They're terrified and use it as a signal, not a stop sign. They decouple self-worth from the work. The project can fail. They themselves do not fail. This detachment gives them the courage to try, fail, and try again. They love the process. They don't chase quick wins. Mastery takes time. They have infinite patience. Pressfield wrote 27 years before his first novel. Most quit after 3 months of silence. Professionals understand. Anything real takes a long, long time. Part 4. Where resistance comes from. Why does resistance even exist? Pressfield's answer: evolution. Back in hunter-gatherer days, the safe move was to stay put. Anything new, strange sound, unknown food, different path, could mean death. Our brains evolved a system. Stop. Don't change. Stay safe. That system kept us alive on the savannah. Kills us in the modern world. The danger today isn't a saber-toothed tiger. The danger is dying at 80 having never grown, never created, never become who you were meant to be. Your brain is running 200,000-year-old software. It treats start a new book the same as face a predator. Panics. It floods you with doubt. It makes you scroll instead. But here's your leverage. You can override the software. Every time resistance speaks, you can answer, I know that's my lizard brain. I hear you, but I don't take orders from you anymore. I'm going. 2 forces are in constant war inside you. Resistance pulls down. Inspiration pulls up. The old Cherokee story fits perfectly. 2 wolves, fear and courage. The one you feed wins. Action is the food. Not confidence. Not readiness. Not the absence of fear. Action. This is the most counterintuitive truth in the book. Feelings don't drive action. Action drives feelings. You don't run because you feel like a runner. You run and then you feel like one. You don't write because inspiration struck. You sit down, write, and then inspiration shows up. Feeling is the result of action, not the prerequisite. Part 5. 7 concrete weapons. Enough philosophy. Here are 7 daily tactics Pressfield uses to crush resistance. 1. Build a ritual. Same time, same place, same opening action. You're programming your brain. This is now work mode. Willpower is finite. A ritual is not. Rituals outlast willpower by years. 2. Eat the frog first. Resistance is strongest at night. If you save the important work for 9 p.m., you're fighting the heaviest version. Do the hardest thing before breakfast. Once the frog is eaten, the rest of the day is downhill. 3. Set the bar stupidly low. Resistance loves ambitious goals. I'll write 10,000 words today. Resistance screams impossible. But I'll write for 5 minutes. Resistance has nothing. Anyone can do 5 minutes. And once you start, you usually keep going. Starting is the only hard part. For embrace ugly first drafts. Perfectionism is the death of creation. Your job today is to make it exist, not to make it good. Good is for revision. Bad is for existing. You can't edit a blank page. 5. Engineer your environment. Resistance has accomplices. The friends who mock your dream, the energy vampires, the phone within arm's reach. Professional removes them. Not antisocial. Deliberate. 6. Create accountability. One person fighting alone is the easiest target. Get a partner. Join a group. Tell the world. Humans respond to the expectations of other humans. Use that wiring. 7. Self-acknowledge. The professional's secret fuel. Every day you beat resistance. Take a micro-win. Whisper, "Today I won." That tiny credit compounds. Carries you through tomorrow. Part 6. Why this actually matters. Most self-help stops at success and money. This doesn't. The real reason you fight resistance. So you don't waste the gift you were given. Pressfield writes the line that leveled me. Asterisk, there has never been a moment, and there will never be a moment, when you do not have the power to change your fate. You have that power right now. What you're waiting for isn't the right time. What you're waiting for is you, the courage to take the first step. Asterisk, every day you cast a vote. Resistance wins, you get a mediocre day. Inspiration wins, you move closer to the person you were meant to be. Stack enough votes. You get a life. And here's the philosophical gut punch. You are not the owner of your gift. You are its guardian. When resistance buries it, you fail the world. The painting you didn't paint, the business you didn't start, the song you didn't write, the world needed it. You kept it. How do you find your gift? 2 tests. Test 1 asterisk, what are you most afraid to do? That's it. Fear is a signpost pointing directly to your purpose. If writing terrifies you, writing is the door. Test 2 asterisk, what did you love as a kid? Before the world told you to be realistic. That fire is still there. You just forgot to look. And the most common excuse, I don't have time. Pressfield's life is the rebuttal. 21 jobs. No electricity. $15 a month. He still wrote, you don't have a time problem. You have a priority problem. And priorities are something you can change right now. Same for age. I'm too old. Pressfield was middle-aged when his first novel hit. The youngest you'll ever be again is this moment. Every year you delay, you choose to be even older when you start. And failure. Resistance wants you terrified of it. Pressfield flips it. Failure is the price of admission. The only true failure is never starting. 10 years from now, you won't regret the things you tried and failed at. You'll regret the things you never tried. Closing today. Right now. One small act. Asterisk asterisk. Pressfield closes with a line I cannot shake. Asterisk, you were supposed to be a painter. You were supposed to take a class yesterday. Pick up a brush. Walk out the door. That stings. But sting is good. Sting means you haven't given up yet. Asterisk. So tonight or right now, ask yourself the question that makes your stomach drop. What were you supposed to do? And haven't? What is the 2 a.m. version of you keep whispering? Write it down. Then do one tiny thing. Write for 5 minutes. Walk for 10. Read 1 page. Don't plan. Don't strategize. Don't wait for Monday. That one tiny act is your counterattack. It is the moment resistance loses, and the professional inside you wins. You have the power right now to change your fate. You don't need more time, more money, more readiness. You just need to act. Once. Today. Then again tomorrow. The war with resistance is winnable. Not in one grand victory. In 1,000 small daily ones. Day by day. Brick by brick. You become the person you were always supposed to be. The world needs your fire. Don't let resistance put it out. If this hit you the way it hit me, pick up Do the Work by Steven Pressfield. Or start with The War of Art. Same author. Same enemy. Same answer. Now close this video. And do the one small thing you were supposed to do. Today. Right now. Tell me in the comments. What's the one small act you committed to? I read every reply.